Okay guys, still May 21st or 22nd, it's Monday, so correlate that date. I'll put it in the comments, I'm just not sure what date it is today. I'm just continuing my video, like they turned off the autofocus and my phone was really hot, still really hot, so the video may go out, but I got the focus on so I can get some vehicular stalking. But I was talking about, you know, they stop the vehicular stalking. I'll see there's one white car right across the way. That white car right there. It's kind of a grayish white. When I stopped videotaping, it really, the swell of vehicular stalking stopped. That's not, don't take that as a general thing, because I think that they're playing around with what I'm doing. Like, because what I try and do is just when I see something, or you know, I think of something, I'll go ahead and I'll put it on tape, and it's like I'm unfiltered about it. So they've started using that against me, to where, like, I don't know who thought of that, but it was a great idea, a great evil idea. That because, you know, I'm filming the vehicular stalking, so they just increase it, like, because that, it's like you'd think they would decrease it to hide it, but I mean, increase it to decrease it to hide it, but they increased it so that when I get on other videos, I think this is my theory of what they did, of what they're trying to do, is so when I get on the videos, I'm like, hey, I stopped videotaping it, so it kind of, you know, it went down a little bit, so it'll get people to not videotape vehicular stalking or stalking at all. I mean, it's been nice, you know, it's been kind of nice not having as much. There's a trailer right there. Getting tons of trailers now. He's kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. I don't get a lot of police since I stopped filming it. But I want to tell y'all, that's not me saying stop filming vehicular stalking and it'll stop. This is a protocol made for me, because like I'm making videos, and I'm just like putting them out there. So they're trying to finagle that and twist that so they can use it. So I get on here and I'm like, hey, well, I stopped filming the vehicular stalking, so it slowed down, and then, you know, that information will disseminate instead of, you know, well, they're playing around with me, you know, when I film it, which it was a very, I mean, this evil is very smart. It's a program that's just kind of handed to these people that works really good on us and makes us look really crazy. You know, you lose friends, well, you don't lose friends and family if you don't care if they don't believe you, which is just kind of what I do. But you know, it did slow down after I stopped filming it every day. So I'm gonna try and just film it, you know, today, and, you know, see what happens, see if it picks up, kind of play around with it, poke the bear. I like poking the bear. I don't like poking the bear, like, it's not fun, but I'm trying to figure out as much as I can about this kind of program. Not this kind of program, this program. And like I was saying, if you wear glasses when you go to sleep, for the directed energy weapon part of it, take your glasses off, because they'll hit the metal around your glasses. So I basically just repeated what I did in part 1. But I will keep it on to show you that they blur my, they turn off my autofocus. So if I just turn on my camera, it'll be blurry. And I actually, you know, also what I do, if I don't have my camera ready and, like, I see a cop that I know is caravanning me, I'll just hold my camera up, and, you know, it's like I won't even be filming, and that's kind of just to back them off, or just to get them to know that we're, you know, we're filming it. You know, even if I'm not filming, I'll just hold my camera up. And so let's see what's been going on. Kind of hit me in the chest. Mostly they hit me in the side of the head. I'll sit in my living room, and they'll just hit me in the left side of the head, like the top, or, you know, my jaw. They'll hit me in both jaws, and it's so funny, y'all. Not funny in a ha-ha way, But I was watching the person that made me start making videos. I was watching William the Bastard. And I realized that when I was watching his videos on remote neural monitoring and like synthetic telepathy, like I hadn't been hit with those things actively yet. It's so weird because like it was like watching them from a completely different perspective. Like, I mean, I knew exactly, like, and he makes up a lot of terms. Like, he's talking about real stuff. Like, William the Bastard talks about real stuff. So watch his videos. Like, he does tell about his experiences, like with remote neural monitoring and synthetic telepathy. He uses a lot of terms that he just makes up. But it was so weird because what he was talking about synthetic telepathy and how they try and incriminate you they push in, they'll, remote neural monitor you and actively push in, microwave images or phrases to, false flag you, to incriminate you to whoever they can show that to. I'm not sure who they can show the remote neural monitoring to. But I didn't know about any of that when I was watching William the Bastard. I mean, I was just getting hit with the high-pitched sound. What was I getting? I was getting hit by the high-pitched sound in the V2K. And not even really the ELF that badly that I knew of. I may have been getting hit by it, but I wasn't very aware of it. And he talks about, like, all the stuff that I'm going through now. Like, 6 years after, or 4, well, it's been going on for like 6 or 7 years total, but really 4 or 5 years with the guy, with my main organizer, who has been the worst, who's built this up so big. Like, it was at the right time for him to build it up. He had the right connections. He was in the right place to build it up on me. But it's been about 4 or 5 years from that, and I was watching William the Bastard in my house, like when that first started, and just watching it again. He's like, the stuff that I'm going through now, he's talking about, how they hit me in the jaws. Like, they'll hit me in both sides of the jaws, and in the cheek, so that I have I have trouble talking, especially if my roommate comes around or something like that. They'll make sure they hit me like in the eye and the cheek, so that I kind of look, I look crazy or whatever. That's fine. Like, I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, the satanic beast. But it's like, it was fascinating to watch. And there's a one light 18-wheeler right there, which is totally against regulation. Please get that on tape. He's behind that thing. That's a one light 18-wheeler. Fascinating because, like, he doesn't use the right terms, but he had it down. Like, I mean, he had it down how it worked. Like, if you listen to him, he made a little diagram, and it was kind of like, 3-year-old made. It looked like a 3-year-old made it, but he kind of, like, he had a very, he had a sense of what was going on, like, what the whole program was. And I heard, and he was already on the conference calls and stuff, like, 4 years ago when I was in the house, getting hit by my stalker. But it was just so interesting going back to those, and I still haven't watched all of them, but I'm going to watch all of them, because even if somebody uses the wrong terms, or even if they have, like, a different theory about what's going on, you can always, like, listen to their experiences and then funnel it into the greater puzzle and figure out more about this. And that's what I do. I mean, we all have kind of different theories about where this is coming from the top, exactly what we're being hit with and how. We know we're being hit with electromagnetic frequencies along the electromagnetic spectrum. I mean, that's like 100% right there. The delivery mechanisms, the people they get to do it, who they're putting around you, if they're putting people around you, or if they're just using remote stuff, for the directed energy weapons, and putting people around you for harassment. That varies in all of our situations, but the main, the main crux of it, the directed energy weapons, hitting us with things along the electromagnetic spectrum, microwaves, certain electromagnetic frequencies that are more like ultrasound, that's 100%. So like going back and watching his videos was like just this eye opener. One light truck right there. I got a low battery. I had like 50%. Now I'm down to 20%. Usually when my phone gets really hot, this happens. So I'm gonna plug it in real quick, guys. What else? I had some important stuff to say. I took my, and there's Aero Pest Control right there, and a trailer right there. They do the pest control when they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. They'll do the pest control. So I guess and there's an empty trailer right there. So I mean, I still get the vehicular stalking, but like the cop stalking goes down, you know, when I stop filming it. And that's a protocol for me. I'm not saying that'll happen with y'all. If y'all are filming vehicular stalking, they might not do that with you. They might back down, you know, if you're filming it in your state. It's going to vary kind of from state to state and place to place how they work this, but they're all working this program. But the thing is, they did that with me, I kind of figured out. I was like, why are they increasing it while I'm filming it? That doesn't make any sense. But then it did make sense to how I put out my videos, and that's been a hard thing for me, guys, because I want to come on these videos and just be like, boom, this is what's happening, you know. But the thing is that they've had, like, you know, 7 years total, you know, 4 or 5 years with this really, really bad organizer that I have. You know, so he's had a lot of time to kind of adapt to what I'm doing, like putting out the videos, how I speak about this stuff. So they do stuff that, you know, they'll you know, vary my vehicular stalking with different things. You know, increase it when I film it more. They do weird stuff for my protocol because they know I'm going to go straight to my video camera. So. And also, a lot of stuff they're doing is very, very, very painful to me. I mean, it's like, I mean, on the V2K, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This guy is militarily, you know, commanding a kill. He's like, you know, let's just kill this guy. You know, you ready? Should I just go ahead and kill him and stuff like that? And I know that's psychological too, because they don't really know, you know, how much electromagnetic frequency energy, the directed energy they can push into your skull or your head. So they're not sure what's going to happen. They're just hoping something bad's going to happen. So I do know that's a psychological, you know, kind of rattle. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty much there right now. Like, I mean, they yell, you know, they yell through the V2K pervert. They yell through the V2K, you know, kill yourself, stuff like that. The synthetic telepathy, he's actually trying, I think, to direct, because they direct dreaming. So he's trying to kind of direct my thoughts, which I'm adapting to. I've adapted to a lot of the active remote neural monitoring, where it's like I'll feel it, like when they try and do it, my eyes will roll down. Like it's like my body can sense the external attack. My eyes will roll down, and like I'll push something else into my head, like an inspirational image or something like that. But I just wanted to make a video this morning, you know, because I want to keep moving. You know, I haven't been hooking up with the TI in my area enough. I've been like, they've really been hitting me very, very hard since I've met him. I think they don't like unknowns, and that's an unknown. If there's two of us and we're going out and we're trying stuff, that's a very, very, very huge unknown, like who's going to listen to us and who's not. So they really don't like that. They don't want me to get together with him, so they've been hitting me hard. So I'll just be like, you know, I can't even go, you know, pick you up today. But I'm trying. There's a sheriff coming down right there. But heavy traffic time, you know. Heavy traffic times are a good time for them to hide some of this vehicular stalking. I guess that's all I wanted. There was something else. I took a lot of the copper down from my ceiling, and I put it